Hey guys, Sean Bougie, surplusfundsriches.net, and I've never talked about this before, but it's come up on more than one occasion. I've had people actually get up with us later that are doing it on their own, and they've wanted me to look at their website and tell me what I think. And what I find almost every time when I look at the site is, here's a couple things you guys need to know. If you're going to be doing this on your own, you're going to be presenting yourself to the general public. And let's be honest, a lot of the general public that you're working with in this industry that got foreclosed on, some of them, life came up, stuff happened, they lost their house. Others they were playing chicken with the county or with the mortgage company, or they just didn't want to, they were bad people. They got into trouble, they got incarcerated for dealing drugs out of the house. These things happen, and they happen more frequently than you think. So I need to, first of all, dispel this idea that everyone that you're going to work with is a great person. They're not. They're the general public, guys. There's a mix. There's a mix of good people and rough to get along with people. And also, though, you need to consider that these guys went through a really bad experience. They lost a house. They lost where they're living, and it was probably the cheapest possible home that these days that they could have had. Okay? They lost that house. This is not an easy time for them. Who do they want to talk to? Do they want to talk to the person that's crazy, super professional, like perfect headshot, all that stuff, and is using word salads to talk about the business there's no substance at all there? Do they want to work with that person? Or do they want to work with the person that's going to come out and say, hey, here's what happened. Here's what I can do to help you. All right. Here's my experience. If you don't have any experience, then here's how hard I'm going to work. When I started in real estate, I was young. I was in my 20s, and I had braces, for Christ's sake. So I overcompensated by dressing the part a little more. And I had a really good presentation, and my presentation wasn't about me. It wasn't about me being a den leader with the Boy Scouts for my kid. It wasn't about me, trying to help the coaches with the baseball league and all that. It wasn't about what I give to charity. It wasn't about, I guess these days you'd say, the sustainable nature of the business, all that stuff, right? Oh, we only use recycled product. What about any of that? It was about, hey, here's where you are. Here's how I can meet your need. Here's how I can fix it. And you know what? I don't have the experience of the guy down the street. I don't. But I'm going to work harder than that person. Now, I did not give my commission away. I didn't. Because I knew I was providing for a family. And once I fell into that trap, the only referrals I was going to get, and you don't get referrals in this business, but you did in real estate. The only referrals I was going to get with people who were like, oh, you got to use this guy. He's cheap. I didn't need that. Not for long term, right? But I never got into here's what a great person I am. Here's where I go to church. Here's what my beliefs are. Here's this, here's that. I didn't get into that. I said, hey, here's who I am. I understand I'm younger than other people. I don't have the experience they have and all that. As a result, I'm going to be innovative. I'm going to do things a little bit differently. Let's talk about what I can do for you and how hard I'm going to work for you. And that was it. Now, I'm in a position now where it's a little different. I am the experienced guy that's been around for a long time. I do use attorneys. I don't just do it on my own, right? I do provide a little more. I bring more to the table because I've gotten to the point where I can bring more to the table. Before you get there, your message, yes, it can be professionally produced, okay? But your message needs to be approachable. Even now, my message is very approachable on our site for folks that we're working with on surplus funds. Very approachable, very, just laying it out. And I don't say, you've got to check this out online and go see that this is real and all that. I just go, hey, I know you probably think it's a scam. It's not. And here's why. And here's what we can do for you. And we'd love to work with you. That's it. I tell them exactly what we can do, why we are better suited to work with them. We give them a bill of rights. We're very upfront, full disclosure, use attorneys, no BS. Guys, get out of I'm a great person, so you should work with me. Look, these guys just lost their house. All right. They're not looking for a new pastor. They're not looking for a new person to follow. They're not looking for a sports hero. They're not looking for any of that. They're looking for somebody to help them get the money out of the court. What are you going to do to help them accomplish their goal? What are you going to do to fill that need? Make that your central message. Thanks, guys.